Hi, good morning dear students. The last class we discussed about the primary memory. Okay, primary memory is also one of the example for memory devices. Okay, in computer you have so many memory devices or storage devices. Storage devices used for what purpose? To to store the data. We have to use a storage devices. Okay, see. Then last class we discussed about the types of memory devices. There are three types. One is a primary memory, secondary, then cache memory. Okay, the last class we discussed about the features of primary memory. Features of primary memory, primary memory means it is a temporary memory which stores data temporary. Okay, here the example for primary memory is a RAM and ROM. Okay, RAM and ROM are the example for a primary memory. Okay, see, last class we discussed about the what is a RAM. Okay, RAM means a random access memory. Okay, random access memory means randomly you have to accessing the data. Okay, randomly you have to accessing the data from different memory location. That's why its name is a RAM. And also RAM is used for what purpose? It is used to you have to speed up the processing speed. Okay, if you want to speed up your computer, then you can use a RAM. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ರ್ಯಾಮ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 8 GB ರ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೈ. Okay, last class you discuss about this. Okay, then last class you discuss about the types of RAM. Okay, one is static RAM, second one is a dynamic RAM. Okay, last class you discuss about the then here these are the RAM is an example for what? Primary memory, or it is also called main memory also. Okay, so you know RAM. Today class you have to discuss about the ROM. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರೋಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೋಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೋಮ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅನ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ವಾಟ್ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ರಾಮ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ರಾಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ರೀಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಮರಿ. It is also in computer you have to use it. Okay, internally ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರಾಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ what purpose you have to use this, you have to study it. Then what is ROM? ROM is also it is a permanent memory. Okay, see what is ROM ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ROM means read only memory ಅಂತಾರೆ. Okay, why it is read only memory later we can discuss. See, what is ROM? ROM means it is a permanent memory. It is a permanent memory which stores BIOS programs. What is BIOS? So many times in examination ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದು ROM, it cannot store any files, videos, audios store ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಇದು. RAM ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು? It can store your files. Okay, temporarily it can store your files, videos, audios store ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ROM ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ROM ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? In computer why we have to use ROM? It is a permanent memory used to store BIOS programs. BIOS program means what? Basic input output system. Used for what purpose? BIOS programs na yadಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? For a booting process. It is used for a booting process. Okay, it is used for booting process. What is booting process? When you start the computer, the computer will be start very slowly. ಯಾಕೆ slowly start ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? See, there are so many softwares you have to install in a computer. For example, Windows operating system, video file, audio file, MS Word, Excel. There are so many softwares you have to install. Then when you start the computer, these system softwares are executed one by one. That's why your computer will be slowly it will open. Okay, slowly it will start. ಅದೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟಿ ವಿ ಹಂಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಟಿ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಕೆಲವು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಏನೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ there are so many softwares you have. These softwares are executed one by one. Okay, this process is called booting ಅಂತಾರೆ. When you start the computer, when the processing will be happen. Who does this process? This is done by ROM only. Okay, ROM, it is used to store BIOS programs. Okay, for a booting process. What is booting? Booting means when you start the computer, all system softwares are executed one by one. This process is called booting. Okay. ಓಕೆ ಬೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಯೋಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಓಕೆ ಬಯೋಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ರೋಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಸಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಶೇಪ್ this is square shape row in this row you have a BIOS programs export BIOS ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ export BIOS basic input output system basic input output system basic input output system means it is used to activate your input and output devices BIOS programs are used for what purpose? It activates your input devices like a keyboard, mouse, scanner. Okay, these you can activate it. Then output devices like printer activate agಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ must and should BIOS programs. Okay, then speakers activate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ activate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ must and should BIOS programs are very very important in a computer. Okay, where you have to where you are getting BIOS programs in a ROM only. Then what is ROM? ROM nothing but it is a permanent memory, not temporary memory. It is a permanent memory, permanent memory which stores BIOS programs for booting process, which stores BIOS programs for a booting process. BIOS programs are used for to activate input and output devices. ಓಕೆ ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕೆಲವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ರು ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೌಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೌಸ್ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ BIOS programs okay BIOS programs are in a room only okay this is you have to remember see then what is in examination so many times what is defined ROM ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ expand ROM ಅಂದ್ರೆ read only memory what is ROM nothing but it is permanent memory which stores BIOS programs for a booting process okay this is you have to remember then see why it is called read only memory. You know RAM random access memory. Why it is called random access memory? Because directly it accessing the data from memory location, that is called RAM. But ROM, why it is called read only memory? Read only memory means the information stored in ROM only you have to read it, cannot be modified. Okay, ಏನಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ see it does not contain any files. It does not contain any video, audio. ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ you have only BIOS programs. These BIOS programs cannot be modified. Only you have to read it, cannot be modified. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ದೀಸ್ BIOS programs. That's why its name is read only memory. ಬೇಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ROM, read only memory. Okay, read only memory means see the information, whatever information stored in this information on the stored in the BIOS program, you cannot modify these data. You only have to read it. You cannot modify the data in the ROM. That's why its name is read only memory. Only you have to read it, cannot be write it, cannot be modified. Okay, that's why its name is read only memory. Okay, this is you have to remember why the ROM is called read only memory antare, because you have to whatever data in the ROM you just read it. Okay, but you cannot modify it. Okay, this purpose you have to, the ROM is a read only memory antare. Okay, this is you have to remember. Then the next feature is see ROM is a non-volatile memory. It is, you know, RAM is a volatile memory ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. Why it is volatile? Because whatever stored in RAM it will be erased. Okay, that's why it is a volatile memory. RAM is a volatile memory, but ROM is a non-volatile memory. What is non-volatile memory nu ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ so many times. During power failure, whatever information stored in this ROM cannot be erased. That's why its name is a non-volatile memory. For example, ನೀವು ಏನಾದರೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು PC ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಯಿತು. Okay, whatever BIOS programs stored in the ROM cannot be erased. Fix ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅವು. Okay, BIOS programs ಒಟ್ಟು erase ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. That's why its name is it is a ROM is a non-volatile memory. Non-volatile means during power failure, whatever information stored in ROM cannot be erased. Volatile ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ erased. That's why example for volatile memory is a RAM. Example for non-volatile memory is a ROM. Okay, this is you have to remember. Okay, this is about the features of a ROM. Okay, what are the features of ROM? See, it is a permanent memory. Permanent memory antandre ಏನು? Permanent, it is not temporary memory. Permanently it stores the data. Data ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಡಾಟಾ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದು? BIOS programs. BIOS programs only it stores. BIOS programs are used for what purpose? Booting process. Booting means what? Process means it activates the hardware settings. Hardware settings means input and output devices can be activated by ROM. ROM ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೌಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರಿಂಟರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ROM is a very very important part in a computer. Got it? It stores BIOS programs. Got it? Okay, this is you have to remember. Then see the next it is called a read-only memory. Read-only memory means you have to read whatever data in the ROM but cannot be modified. Okay, this is you have to remember. Then it is a non-volatile memory. During power failure, okay, whatever information you can store, it cannot be erased. Okay, that's why it is called a non-volatile memory. Okay, this is you have to remember. Last year 2 marks question ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. Write the difference between volatile and non-volatile memory. Okay, ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. Volatile means whatever information stored in RAM it will be erased, but non-volatile means whatever information stored in ROM cannot be erased. Okay, this is what non-volatile memory. Okay, this is you have to remember. The next one is you know the RAM types. Okay, now what are the types of ROM? So many times already ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ annual exams ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Rather mention the types of ROM. Mention the types of ROM. See, the first one is a PROM. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ? PROM. Okay, then EPROM, double EPROM. These are the 3 types of ROM. Okay, see first one. What expand PROM ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. So many times ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ expand PROM. PROM means programmable. PROM ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ROM ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ read only memory. PROM is programmable read only memory. Programmable read only memory means what? It is also one type of ROM. Okay, whatever data in this you cannot be modified. Whatever data in this you cannot be modified. PROM ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಟಾನ modify ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, this is nothing but if you want to modify ನಾನು ಡಾಟಾನ modify ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. PROM ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡಾಟಾನ modify ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ what you have to use EPROM. EPROM means PROM ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, programmable read only memory. EPROM means erasable programmable read only memory. Erasable programmable read only memories, you can modify the data here. You can modify the data by using the UV rays. UV means ultraviolet rays na ROM ಮೇಲೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ultraviolet rays ನ ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ BIOS programs ಏನಕ್ಕವೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. Okay, if these focus on see these are focus on UV rays, then it will happens. Okay, this is about see the next one is this is a double EPROM. See double EPROM, this is the third type. See in double EPROM, see here the double E means electrically erasable programmable read only memory. Okay, double E means what? Electrically erasable. You can see here you can you can erase the BIOS program electrically. Just you have to pass the current through this ROM means, okay, if you want to pass the current, then the whatever data in the ROM, that will be erased. Okay, that's why it is a electrically erasable, programmable, read only memory. Okay, these are the types of ROM. Just ನಿಮಗೆ expand ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, mention the types of ROM, you have to expand it. Okay, 3 marks ಗೆ so many times ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. Okay, mention the types of, one is PROM, second one is a EPROM, third one is a double EPROM. Okay, see, almost all in computer, which PROM you have to use now, and see, nowadays in the modern computer you have to use a EPROM. EPROM now use ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay, this is what this is about a ROM. Okay, this is the types of a ROM. Then in examination they will ask you what are the difference between RAM and ROM. See, what are the difference between RAM and ROM? See, first one, it is a RAM is a random access memory. It is a, see, it is a read only memory. See, you have to read and write. This is read and write memory. It is read and write it. You can modify whatever data in the RAM. But in the ROM, see, it is read only memory. Read only memory means only you have to read it. Okay, but you can modify, but hang modify ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. See, by using UV rays or electrically erasable. Okay, see, but it is a read only memory. Okay, it is a read and write memory, but it is read only memory. Then here it is a volatile memory. Volatile means whatever information you can store here, it will be erased, but in ROM cannot be erased. That's why it is a non-volatile memory. Okay, the next, it is RAM is a temporary memory. RAM is a temporary, it stores data temporary, but ROM is a permanent memory. Permanently it stores BIOS programs. Okay, this is you have to remember. Then here in RAM, data can be modified. Data can be modified in a RAM. See, but in ROM you cannot modify the data. You can modify it, but how to modify? By using UV rays and electrically if you want to pass the current. Okay, this is what this is about the difference. Then RAM types. What are the types of RAM? Static RAM and dynamic RAM. Then what are the types of ROM? See, PROM, EPROM, then double EPROM. Okay, this is what this is about a ROM. See, the today class we have to discuss about there are two examples for primary memory. There are two examples for primary memory. One is a RAM, then the second one is a ROM. For competitive exams, so many times these questions are asked in the every competitive exams. Okay, competitive exams go next new after your PUC, you have so many competitive exams allino ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ these type of questions. So railway ಆಯಿತು, FDA, SDA, different banking exam, different exams ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. So you have to prepare. Okay, notes ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತೀನಿ, so please write your notes. Okay, thank you for watching this.